hard to believe Christmas is around the corner. Thanksgiving next week. It certainly doesn't feel like it because we tracked a fairly warm weekend. Right now it is a cool and comfortable start. I am actually tracking a cold front that is just there in northern Florida, but I do not expect it to be impacting us, at least not in regards to our temperatures. What do I mean by that? Well, let me give you a look at where that cold front is currently located. Like I said, closer to the north, just north of Daytona Beach, in fact. Our main weather driver is this area of high pressure out over the Gulf. Now, the reason I bring up this front is because there is some moisture that surged ahead of it, and it could help to push some moisture into portions of South Florida as we head into the next couple of days. Today is going to be a warm and mainly dry one for us. I do expect that area of high pressure to still continue to dominate the overall weather pattern, but we are going to be trending warmer and warmer each day ahead of that front. Now, the front itself is going to fizzle apart, but look at that. It could push some of that moisture in, and as the breeze returns from the east by late tomorrow into the middle of the week, that could spark up some isolated stray showers along the immediate coastline. So I think a majority of us are really staying dry over the next 7 days. Your hour-by-hour forecast shows that today, no rain concerns. Temperature is going to be climbing to the lower 80s. I do think at around 82 degrees for Miami, 81 for Fort Lauderdale, 83 in areas such as Pembroke Pines and Opa-locka. That would be a little bit warmer than average, but fairly mild as you spend the day out in the Keys, where I do think that temperatures will kind of stall in the mid to upper 70s. Not too shabby, right? Well, over the next several days, we'll actually see a warming trend take place. That area of high pressure keeping us pretty quiet rainfall-wise and cloud-wise. That should allow us to get to the mid-80s as we head toward the middle of the work week and really kind of hover around that ballpark as we ride out the rest of the work week and head into the weekend. And I do foresee these warmer than average temperatures extending into next week for the Thanksgiving holiday. Now, if you're heading out on the water today, no alerts for my boaters in the Florida Keys or the Atlantic, where smooth conditions are expected out on the water. If we're curious about what we can expect in regard to rainfall chances, well, let me give you a look at the 8 to 14 day rainfall outlook across the country. Earlier on in the show, I was showing you the temperature outlook. The area is highlighted in the country in green, especially where I'm standing in the central U.S. and the northern U.S. These have the highest chances over the next 8 to 14 days from now of maybe some more disturbing weather that could maybe roughen up some travel conditions. So it's still too far out to know exactly, but this is just the pattern, what we're seeing here. Now, as we make our way to South Florida, I am seeing the potential for some slightly above average rainfall chances, but like I said, we'll have to iron out those details over the coming days. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast here. You'll notice that we are going to be tracking a warm and mostly dry work week. Highs in the lower to mid 80s as we head throughout the next several days, with just a 10% chance for some stray showers along the breeze, favoring the immediate coastal areas Tuesday through maybe Saturday, but overall, I think a majority of us are just going to stay mostly dry and warm.